What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back. Oh my God, we are back. We are back for the season finale of Pose. I am so, on the one hand, I'm mad as fuck that it only got 8 episodes because we were getting, like, each episode to me were good, okay? It was never a dull moment for me to watch these episodes. I really wish we had at least 10 episodes. I can do 12, but I understand that this is a new show. It was getting its footing, and I'm so glad that it's coming back for a season 2 because it is much deserved. And let me just tell y'all, baby, y'all fucking did that with this goddamn season finale. I love the full circle moments that were going on in this episode. This is how you do a goddamn finale. You tie everything up and you let motherfuckers hit rock bottom when they need to and you let them learn their lessons. And bitch, baby, a few people learned the lesson. A few people got, something out of it. Some people stayed the fuck the same. Okay. But other than that, this was a well put together series all the way, okay? And I'm just so much here for it. And I'm just so glad that this was a TV series that actually made it onto my TV. And with that being said, let's get into this episode review. Baby, this episode was an hour and 15 minutes. Elektra. We start off with Elektra. When I tell you, I did not, Mama hit rock bottom, okay? And I put this out here like I think it was like at least 2, 3 episodes in that I said in one of these reviews, something's gonna have to happen to Elektra that's gonna humble the fuck out of her. And it needs to happen in this first season. And baby, did it happen. Elektra is out here at the peep show. She's out here sleeping in restaurants, sleeping in fast food joints, I should say, sleeping in bars and stuff like that until they close. Um, she looking raggedy as fuck like the people that she be talking about. She looking like she finna go clean houses and stuff like that. And she got to go do this degrading job at the peep show. Now, one thing that I'm glad that they did not show, I know she was slipping into despair, and you can see it in her face. She was depressed about how her life turned out, just for getting something that she wanted to make her feel complete, to make her feel whole, to make her feel the way that she's been feeling in the inside, and now she's lost it all. And I am so glad, so glad that Elektra's story wasn't just somebody who gets, had it and lost it all and got thrown to the wayside and nobody came through and to, help her out or whatever. She still had that one person who took pity and not necessarily pity, love on her. Who still had love for her, who still had some level of respect for her to, help her out in her time of need. And that was Blanca. Because baby mama was sleeping on that same park bench that Damon was sleeping on when he got kicked out of his mama house. And he was a kid. This is a grown ass woman right here. Okay? And when that happened, I was just like, damn, to see Elektra. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all, to see Elektra on that bench. Talk about rock fucking bottom, and then for Blanca to come. I don't know what was Blanca doing at the little peep show place that she found Elektra. Either she probably heard that she was working there, or she was looking for Angel. Who knows? But it's a good thing that Elektra took her. I mean, Blanca took her to the restaurant that they always go to, and they had that conversation. And she was just telling her this sex life and sleeping out in restaurants, fast food joints and their bars and stuff on the bench, it's gonna be the death of you in a year or so, you know and she was just trying to reach out to her. And I'm so glad that Blanca did not use this opportunity to say, nah, 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 that's what you get, bitch, and laugh at a bitch that's falling, because I truly believe when you do shit like that, that can turn around and happen to your ass too. Okay? And I love the fact that it's not, like I said, I don't think it was really pity. It's because deep down, regardless of if they shading her, shading each other, talking bad about each other, they love each other. And she still came over and she helped out Blanca, Electra. She was the only one who reached out to her, who offered her a place to stay. Okay, even if it's just her little rundown, raggedy ass house, apartment that, like she said, she let her stay there. And at first she didn't want to take it. Electra didn't want to take it. But then when Blanca got up and said, okay, you do you, and she grabbed and reached out for Blanca and said she has a problem and trouble with feeling needy. It was like she don't trust people. She don't trust Blanca. It's just the way that she grew up, being out there on the streets, how she lived her life, not trusting folks, okay? And because you can get hurt in the long run. And that's what she is. She's hurt. She's depressed. She's all this. And Blanca still took her in. You got Damon and Ricky up there talking about auditioning for an I'll Be Sure video. And I think it was Ricky who wanted Damon to audition, but then he said, you got good dance moves too. And I be seeing you when we you do the balls and stuff like that. When you be getting into it, bitch, you be getting into it. Okay, go ahead and audition with me. If you audition, I'll audition with you. I said, bitch, this ain't gonna end well, okay? Because he wants you to get it, Damon, and Damon, you gonna fuck around and not get it, and Ricky gonna be the one who get it. And what's that's gonna happen, okay? Some jealousy gonna pop up, but see, it didn't work out that way. Um, you know, Electra comes into the house, baby, and Ricky and Damon had to give up their room. This motherfucker said, so I know y'all gonna get some more curtains, okay? And I want the boys to come up in here and paint these walls, all right? Lavender is my color. And she was like, fine, fuck it, all right. I was like, girl, throughout what I still love, the thing that irked me about Electra, her haughtiness, her above it all type of shit, that cockiness. In this moment, I loved it. I was still here for her being that way. I love the fact that Blanca took her. Bitch, she said, girl, bring your ass. Okay, had her up out the house. You know, told the boys to treat her with respect, okay? Regardless of if she's with the House of Abundance, she's still going to be treated with respect in this house because this is her house, this is her rule, so this is what you're going to do with everybody. Blanca made this hoe get up, go outside, and took her to go get a real job, okay? She was like, bitch, you want me to get a real job up in Sheen to be washing dishes? I don't know how to do this shit. Be with the common people. I said bitch, you ain't got shit. You were just sleeping in the fucking restaurants of fast food areas and on goddamn benches like bums, bitch. And you talking about washing dishes like the common folks. Bitch, you was below common, okay? You wasn't too fucking common. You was down there with the common folks sleeping on that goddamn bitch, Electra, okay? Stop playing. And she was like, bitch, I ain't got no skills for all this shit. What do you want me to do with this math and calculating and stuff? It was like, bitch, ain't nobody asking you to be no goddamn mathematician. They just wanted you to do a hosting shit. Now go over there and ask for an application. And she went through. Oh, girl looked her up and down. She was like, I'm here for the hostess position, and I want to fill out an application. And she did all that shit. And of course, she got the job. And I was like, see, that is why people need to have good people in their corners, okay? And I just love the relationship because sometimes you know what it feels like? The Blanca and Electra's relationship, Blanca gives you Blanca and her relationship with the kids that she have, and then Electra a relationship with Blanca. It's just two different sides of the coins of mother-daughter's relationships. Okay, you have some mother-daughter relationships where they get along perfectly fine. They're each other's best friends, and you have that other side where I love my mom, I love my child, but we just don't click like that. We have our contentious moments, we have our heated moments and stuff like that, but they give both sides of that, and I'm liking that, the trueness of this, the realness of it. But she got that job. We get this part where they was at a ball and Pray Tell was up there, doing Blanca's dress or whatever. So they was getting ready for this princess ball. And when they got that, he was talking. She was like, "Listen, I met a dude," and I'm like, "Damn, Blanca, wait a minute, what happened to old boy? I thought you. I know you didn't go back with him. LL Cool fake. You know what I'm saying?" And it was like, "No, no, no." So they go flashback to the ball scene, and Pray Tell was up there doing his commentating shit, and then Blanca was trying to get a drink. Okay, and the bartender was not paying no attention to Blanca. He was all up into Pray Tell. I said, "Oh, oh." And so she was like, "Excuse me, can I get a drink?" He was like, "Oh, my bad, my bad." And it was like, So they, Blanca tried to, you know, stir up some little conversation or whatever. They just like, "Can I get your number?" He was like, "Look, boo, I'm sorry, but I'm not into the girls." And it was like, "Bitch, of course, I know you not into the girls. I see who the fuck you into. It ain't for me, it's for him. Pray tell." I said you looking out for your nigga. That's what you gotta do. See, that's what friends are for, okay? Costas told Pray Tell, "Have a day to wallow in grief, but live your goddamn life." And Blanca is making sure that he do that, okay? I gave you some time to grieve. Now it's trying to move on. Don't forget about Costas, okay? You will never forget about him, but don't get so deep into your grief that you would never get out of that bitch, okay? You still have life to live on this earth. So what you gonna do? You gonna get this fine man for you, go on this date, and have a good time. And he took the thing. They went on a date or whatever. Bitch, went to the restaurant. And Pray telling him went in there and it was like, "Welcome to Sheen. Can I?" Bitch, it was Electra. The way Pray Tell looked like, okay, bitch. I said that was cute. I like that whole reaction. And his whole thing was the fact that he's HIV positive and he hasn't told anybody who would want to be with somebody like that. It's gonna scare Keenan off. That's his name. They're sitting down there, and it's his first time going out on a real date with somebody since Costas died. And trying to get to know somebody else and putting yourself out there. That's always a dreaded thing. And so he started to open up a little bit, saying what he do. Keenan saying that he's a sculptor, and he bartends just to pay the bills for the moment. And so they was getting a little touchy, and he had to bag back a little bit. And he was like, "Let me just tell you this, since we vibing or whatever, I'm HIV positive, and if you don't want to fuck with me like that no more, it's understandable." And Keenan had this look on his face like at first he was thinking about it, but then he was like, "Bitch, please, do you know how many people that I probably been with who was HIV? You're not my first person that I've been with who was HIV positive. All we got to do is be safe. And first of all, let me just tell you this. Secondly, I ain't no easy light." I said, "Oh, that is cute." And they kissed it. And when they kissed, they had to stop and look at what was going on at the front of the house because Electra was laying this white couple out. "Bitch, you can't get seated if there's no reservation, okay? And this restaurant don't fucking serve the likes of so and so and so and so." I said, "Bitch, you still reading?" And the shit was funny. I said, "Come through, Electra." She never lost that spark. That's her, okay? She's gaining her confidence back, and I'm all here for it. What else is going on in this episode? We get Stan. Stan going, mind you, we ain't see Stan until damn near the end of the half of the first episode. I mean, first half of the show. And we see him coming over there to the wife's house and trying to talk to her and wanting to move back into the house, and because the little girl is acting out, drawing on the walls, and the mama gotta clean that shit off. Bitch, it wouldn't have been me. Okay, you wrote on this shit. Get that. I don't care. Get the towel. Put some water on it. Get your ass over here. Fuck them tears. Square that shit off. "Oh, no, 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 no. Put the toys down. Oh, we taking toys away. We taking all this away." No. Scrub that shit off, okay? You put it up there, you're gonna fix that. All right? You gotta teach them motherfuckers when they're young, okay? Because this how these kids grow up and walk all over your ass, okay? I don't care what's going on. You're not gonna disrespect the house like this, okay? That wall did nothing to you, okay? You deliberately put your name up there, and you know better, so therefore you would deliberately clean that shit off. And I don't care if it takes you all night. Okay? You ever had your mama sit there and be like, you gonna sit there until you eat all that food off your plate, and I don't care if you sit there all night. Had that many of times, okay? Bitch, food be cold as fuck, and you think you wait till that shit get cold. No, just go heat that shit back up. You gonna sit your ass right there and you gonna eat that. God damn, mama. That was my mama. But anyway, moving on from that, Stan wanted to come back. She said, girl, no. You're not coming back to the house. He was like, I can't just sleep in a guest room and, sneak into that room once everybody goes to sleep and all that stuff to give this illusion that everything is perfect and everything is fine. And she said, no. What you can do is we can work on trying to get back together, but I don't think she really wanted to get back together with him because what she was saying was either you're going to have to go and find another job. She wanted him to quit the Manhattan job and come down there and be like an insurance salesman by the house, okay? And she's gonna go to night school and get her master's and then get a job because she wants to be independent herself. And this is not what Stan wants. Stan wants to take care of somebody. Okay, Stan wants somebody that's gonna go along with the program that he has, the life that he's visioned out. And so he felt that it was okay to go back to Blanca and tell her all this stuff like, you said you wanted this. You said you wanted a house. You said you wanted a husband. You said you wanted somebody to, look at you for you and to keep you and all this shit. And I'm just saying, why don't you let me do that? First of all, when he first popped up, he said, I'm here to rescue you. Who said she needed rescuing? Okay, she was like, I'm not gonna go with you. I'm home. Okay, I have my family. You have yours. When I told you that you're not my first, and this is you, I'm your first, but you're not my first. I meant that. You're not the first Prince Charming that came along trying to do the same thing that you're doing to me. You're not the first one. Okay, so you need to let that shit go. And once again, Blanca comes out there looking for Angel so that she can walk her category and save the day. Anything else from happening. I will say this because Angel and Blanca did have a moment as well over Stan, and she sat down and hugged her and held her and let her just talk and get her little grease out or whatever because she was like, this motherfucker got a hold on her, made her fall in love and all that shit. Whoop de whoop. And I like the fact again that Blanca is there, but damn, I was about to say something. But anyway, it'll come back to me. They had their little moment. And Blanca, when they went up in there, Blanca was like, I see what you mean. That nigga cute. I see him. He alright. He alright. He ain't fine as shit, bitch. I'm gonna fall all over myself for. But whatever. It was nice again for Blanca to come through and be that that voice of reasoning, that comfort. And that's what everybody needs. Everybody needs somebody that's going to be 100% on their side and also who's going to call them out when they're not doing right. And that is what Blanca's doing. And she's fulfilling her dreams and her legacy by doing that, being a good person, changing her life around and trying to, do better. Okay. And then instill that into others. Ricky and Damon, so they go to the they go to the audition and they do what they got to do. They get called backs, and I'm assuming that both of them got the opportunity to go on a Tri-City tour that's going to be for a couple of months or whatever. And at the same time, we see Blanca goes to see Damon's Miss Helena goes to see the dance teacher who tells her that you've been doing a good job with Damon and I see it, and I'm just going to tell you that Damon has been accepted to come back for a second year and his scholarship has been accepted. He's getting a scholarship. And I love the fact that they keep putting these women in Blanca's lives that have positive influence that, are really making an impact. And Helena is one of them. And she respects her and Helena respects her too. That they're both reciprocating each other, and I love that. They get each other now and it's a beautiful thing. And they come home. Blanca wanted to tell this was by far the funniest fucking scene of the episode. I don't care what nobody say. Because Blanca told Helena, "Oh, can you do me this favor? Let me tell Damon. I want to tell him." She was like, "Okay, go ahead, girl. You can do that." Okay, so they get to the house and they wait to have dinner. So Damon and them, they fixing the table. Electra is sitting in the chair talking about some. So am I the only one who get dressed up for dinner? Y'all don't do that shit. ugh. And then Damon was like, no, okay, everybody's supposed to help set the table. And so Electra get up, and I'm thinking she finna help this bitch get up to pull out the seat so she could sit her ass down, okay? And then she says, first of all, these forks don't match, these spoons don't match. I said, girl, if you don't sit the fuck down, you will not come to this house and still be picky like you got $15,000 in your pocket right now, okay? Girl, no. You only got 15, probably just 5, okay? Probably 50 cents. Let me stop. But anyway, she was going off. And then when everybody get there, Blanca was like, okay, y'all, so I got some good news that I want to say. But then Ricky and Dan was like, oh, but me and Ricky got some good news. So guess what? We got picked to do the I'll Be Sure video. Oh my God! I'll Be Sure! I'll Be Sure! I love I'll Be Sure. I said, bitch, who the fuck is that? Electra went up. I said, bitch. I said, Electra lost all that proper shit that she was talking, lost all that etiquette shit that she was talking, and went straight that groupie stand mode, okay? She was like, me and my dick used to fuck up. I'll Be Sure all the time. He's like the Marvin Gaye of our generation. I said, bitch, the fuck what? Marvin Gaye could sing, okay? And I mean, not just carry a tune, but he can actually sing. But okay, Electra, I'm gonna give you that. That bitch went off. She was like, girl, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You should let them do this. You haven't heard Ari Shore? Bitch, I got his tape in my purse. Let me go get it. Oh, she was so fucking hyped for it. I said I loved it. Now, if Electra was like this throughout the whole episode series, I would have fucking loved her. For real, for real. But you know, that was a funny moment. But Blanca had to tell Damon, I just want you to, do what's right. Because she did tell him about the scholarship, about school, and it wasn't that she was telling him not to pick to go on a tour, or whatever. But she was like, if you're worrying about your relationship, you can have the same sex that you're gonna have on the tour. It's the same sex that you're gonna have that you be having up in that room, okay? So it ain't gonna be no different, just a different location. And I feel as though, you get all these opportunities, but you're gonna get better opportunities in a year or two when you hone your skills. You're good, you can be better. She was just giving him encouragement to try to make the right decision. And I'm glad at the end of the episode, basically, that he chose to go back to school. He chose to accept the scholarship, and Ricky chose to go on tour. Ricky gonna cheat on him. He was like, we feel that our relationship is strong enough to withstand this. I said, okay. Now, Ricky was a hoe before he met you, okay? You domesticated him a little bit, and now you giving him a little freedom to run and roam and do all this stuff, and then pussy and dick is going to be all thrown at him. Okay. Okay, girl. If you think so. All right. All right. But anyway, so that happened, and another good moment. I just love that. But let's just get down to the princess ball, baby. Baby. So they was ready, and they wanted to go. First of all, they didn't want the House of Veracity to show up because, they just nasty people. And they got it seemed like they got all the good people, Aphrodite and is her name Lamani? I was like, that's her. I love her. She's on there, and all these other people too. And plus Lil Poppy, right? And so, at this point, we saw that scene where Electra was walking from, she's not walking from Fifth Avenue or where she used to walk from, where she had her little penthouse and unlawful whatever. She's walking in the hood to the ball, getting catcalled and all that. But then when they get there, finally, they see the House of Veracity, okay? And Lulu and Candy deserved everything that happened to them because their attitude were disgusting as hell. You did not like the fact that Electra was out here being mean to you, treating y'all like subjects and stuff like that. But yet you wanted to go and start your own on your own house because you wasn't getting the respect that you felt that you deserved from Electra. And then you start your house and you're doing the exact same things times 10 to everybody that's in your house, especially to Lil Poppy, and you're acting like he's literally nothing but filth and your errand boy, and you're screaming at him and telling him to do this and throwing drinks on him and all this stuff. It was disgusting, their attitude. And it's like, the difference between a good mother and a bad mother. Electra was not the best mother, and it shows in her offsprings. Only one made it alive, got out of there and did the complete opposite, and that was Blanca. And she went on to have, a positive influence on hers. You know what I'm saying? And so when they came up there and they was making fun of Blanca, and Blanca said, "Bitch, I'm not even trying to this is I'm all Blanca is always, it's all about love. I'm always here for the people and for the women that you trying to for even women like you, whatever. So I'm not even gonna dignify any shade that you throw at me. Okay, I'm not gonna throw it back at you." And then when Candy was they was talking about her hairline, her wig line, saying that she don't pass, that her makeup is messed up, and then gonna touch her and say, make it seem like she got stubbed by her stubble. I said that was fucked up. And see, Blanca is better than me because I would have punched that bitch in her face. Okay, Blanca went in the back and started crying. Electra came through and said, "You know what? Fuck these bitches. Let me go out here and tear this house down right quick. And let me tell you something. You was always in my heart." I said, "Go do it." And you want to know the significance of that moment? Remember the episode when they showed, I think it was episode 6 or 5, when they started off in 1980 or 1982, I believe, one of those, and it was showing Blanca when Blanca first met Electra, and how Electra came out there and took up for Blanca when them bitches was out there talking shit. Electra did the same thing again for Blanca throughout all they bullshit. Electra still came through for that bitch, and I said that's what it is. That's what the fuck it is. Okay. She's like, "Bitch, I'm finna pay these hoes back for you." Okay. She went out there and read the whole fucking house, bitch. I said she read them down. I can't even. I said, "Electra, you better fucking do that shit." To the point where Poppy said, "Fuck this shit." She was like, "Poppy, your mother Blanca will gladly take you back if you grovel a little bit." He said, "Bitch, I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'll grovel all day, all long if I need to." And he was like, "Shit, I'm coming back." And then her two little lackeys that was up in the House of Abundance went with her. So she not only took that house down, she took some of their members too. And then got challenged and won against their asses. And I said, that's how the fuck you do it. That scene between Blanca and Poppy when they came through and they not I was about to say they kissed, hugged, and when she accepted Poppy and said, "You're always welcome" or something like that, "My home is always your home" or some shit, bitch. And when Poppy looked like he was about to cry, I was just sitting here like, this is so touching and beautiful, all these emotions, bitch. mm, This show tested my gangster life for real. I ain't never had this many tears or tearing up or tears. I ain't even gonna lie. I cried through a few of these episodes, bitch. I ain't never did that so much in a goddamn show in my life. But anyway, they did that and they went out there, they challenged the House of Veracity, and of course the House of Evangelista won. And they won. They just kept on stacking up all these awards. Here comes Candy when they do Fembody. Okay, Electra won face and all that shit again. But here come Candy when she did Somebody. This bitch, she's like, we got it. I'm not leaving here without getting not one grand prize. She gonna go out there and Pray Tell said, "Stop the music." Now, bitch, we didn't had our issues back and forth, but bitch, you went and brought your body, which is fine or whatever, but money ain't gonna buy you rhythm. And you ain't got rhythm, nor can you dance, bitch, okay? And the judges was like, "Do you got a cow or something? Because you need to move your ass off the stage," okay? Then the other one said something, and it was like, "You better shut up with your fat ass, you fat fuck," or some shit like that. It was like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Won't you come down here and move me," or some shit like that. Mama took off his shit and came down there. Candy took her shoes off and ran to the back to go get her purse and went through it and got a fucking hammer out of her purse. They finna go at it. And I'm just like, this is so ghetto. Alright, but, Electra was eating it up. That whole reading section that Pray Tell was doing to Candy, which was deserved, they would just keep laughing. I was here for it, okay? And of course, she got embarrassed as fuck and they out of hell, okay? Just took her out. But, at the end of the episode, they did the nominations for Mother of the House or Mother of the Year, and everybody was mind you, Electra was walking with the House of Abundance, not House of Abundance, but the House of Evangelista, okay? And so Blanca got nominated for Mother of the Year, and she wasn't really expecting it. And that speech that Pray Tell gave about how she helped him and was always there for her and him and all that shit, and she won. I said that was everything. That yellow on her was everything. I love the way that it flowed and all that shit. Bitch, Pose was so good. So good. If I missed anything, put it down in the comments. And yes, Ashley will be reviewing season 2 when it comes back. I am so glad once again. Thank you guys for putting this on TV. This is something that we really, really needed to see. And I loved this so much. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. And I will see y'all later. Peace. If I missed anything, like I said, put it in the comments and we'll talk.